All right. And can everyone just confirm that you are able to see my screen and the projected screen? Awesome. Great. All right. So basically, you may or may not have noticed because we try to make it look the same, but we have a new website. We have an upgraded, faster, better website. And this is obviously great news for all our members because this is going to allow much more efficient changes, updates, and anything that you need to do regarding your member listing or your profile. It's just a lot faster now. And also it's much better for our consumer numbers as well, because once you go to the website, everything loads faster. So people stay for longer and they are, they more easily explore our website as well. So this is just better for the numbers of views that you're going to get on your listing and on your events, tours, or so today, as I mentioned before, we are going to go through. We are going to go through, and I appreciate if everyone mutes their microphones for just this bit. If you do have a question for now, write it in the chat. We are going to have a 15 or 10-minute Q&A session at the end of this call so that we can all.
Oops, Santi, I muted you. Sorry. Can you unmute yourself? Let's see.
Sorry. Yeah.
I tried to mute everyone. Can I mute you?
No worries. So as I was saying, the membership team has been getting a lot of requests about the new portal. We had a couple of weeks where there were basically you weren't able to make changes to your listing as we transitioned into the new portal. So we have been going through a couple of issues that are normal whenever transferring from one website to another. But what's really, really exciting is that we have an upgraded and faster member portal and website so that you can make better use of your benefits as an IGLTA member. So we're going to go through a live run through of what this new member portal looks like and how you can update listings and add or upgrade your listing or add a new listing or add events, tours, and specials. So basically, this is what the member portal looks like now. Basically, you go to the new website, IGLTA.org, and you're going to click on the little tab up there that says members, and you're going to get this website, which is sort of a new portal for members where you can find different information about membership. Obviously, you can find information about how to join, but also member resources, marketing information for our members, how to get accredited if you're a hotel business or an accommodation business. There's information about how to access accreditation. And of course, our Members Connect series, which are all our recorded webinars that we do monthly that include educational sessions, but also include important membership sessions like this one to let you know about updates and upgrades to your membership. So we're going to click on member portal logging, and that's going to take us back to our old, the sign-in information that we used to have before, the sign-in portal that we had before. So that hasn't changed. So you're going to sign in like you have always signed in. You're probably very familiar with this website already. So just write your username and your password and sign in. If for some reason you don't have a username or password, you can always just click on can't access your account and reset your password. Or if you have never created a username or password, but you do have a membership, just make sure to email the membership team and we'll make sure to create one for you and send over your credentials. So once you log in, you're going to see your account. It's going to look exactly the same as it used to look. So this hasn't changed. You'll still see your name, your information, your demographics, and then you're going to see your membership information associated to your account right here where it says membership info. And this is the most important part. You're going to see this button that says My Listings. So this is new, and you're going to click on My Listings, and that's going to take you to our new member portal. So this is what is new, the new member portal. You're going to see this new, what we're calling member portal, and this is what that button is going to take you to. So as you see, this does look very different from what you're used to. All right, so you're going to see some homepage information where you'll have, a banner here telling you about maybe updates. We're going to be uploading information about new events, about invitations. We're going to be able to upload them there. Maybe the invitations about registrations for the convention when they open. You're going to be seeing updates from IGLTA here on this banner, but also something that's new about the member portal is the bulletin board. So you're able to post updates about your company or questions to IGLTA or the IGLTA membership community here on the board. So you can just post any update or bulletin board by just clicking on the blue button, pencil button that is on the right. So if you click on that, you're going to get a little text, body text, and you can create a post about information that you want to share with the entire IGLTA membership community, right? So here I posted a message welcoming everyone to the member portal, just to prove how easy it is to share a message. You can also comment underneath other people's post, or you can directly email people as well. So this is actually also very, this is new to IGLTA member portal because we didn't used to have this before, and this is great news for how you interact with other people in the membership community. So this is definitely going to be great to see what you guys post on here, what you tell the membership community about, and make sure it's relevant information. Make sure if it's something that it's a product release, or maybe it's a report you read that you think it's worth being read by the entire membership community. Just make sure that the information is as relevant as possible for the entirety of the membership community and not just too particular, so that everyone can make use of it and the portal actually gets the attention that it deserves. So now let's go into the actual matter of today, and it's how to add or update your listing. So you're going to see two buttons on the left here. One is home, which is where we are now, and the other one is called collateral. This is where you're going to be able to do all the different edits and adds to your profile. So here you're going to see 4 buttons: listings, special offers, calendar of events, and media. For now, we're going to concentrate on listings. So we click on listings, and we are going to get the different listing, the listings that we have. I mean, the only listing, we can only associate one listing to your membership. So if, unless you have several memberships, you may have other listings, but if you have a membership, you have access to one listing. So I have already created a mock listing for us here called Santi Tours. So I have a membership called Santi Tours. Maybe one day I'll have a company called Santi Tours. I would love to, but for now, this is just an example for us to see what a listing would look like here. So this is what you're going to get. If you have not created a listing yet, if you don't have a listing, instead of the listing here, you're going to see a blue button on the top of the Actions tab that says Add Listing. So if you don't have one, you're going to see a button that says Add Listing. But because I have one, I don't have that button because I can only add one listing to my membership profile. And you're going to see 3 little buttons here. The first one is to edit. The second one is to preview. Let's just click on the edit button for now to understand how we add, edit, or upgrade or update our listing, right? So here we have all the listing information. And on the left here, you're going to have some sections of everything that you need to fill out to make sure that your listing is complete. So we're going to go through each of these today, right? So let's first go to listing information, which is the window you see right here. The most important information is the one that has the required titles next to it. So make sure that those are filled out. Otherwise, you won't be able to save your listing. So fill those out. And the ones that are not required, there are some that definitely should be filled out anyway if you want to have a good listing. For example, we want to make sure that you have a description, right? So here we have a description for Santi Tours. So you want to make sure that you add a description. You can, there's some basic editing functions for the description. You can add links to the description as well. So if you want to link something that you're referring to on your description, you can do so by adding it through the link. So just make sure that your description is complete as possible. We used to have a 5,000 character limit on the previous member portal and the previous listings that we had on the old website. But for this new website, we don't have a character limit. So you are able to add as long as a description as you want. But we do recommend, of course, that you do try and still stay under 5,000 characters, just to make the information more concise. You don't want, messy and really long paragraphs on your listing, just because it's not going to be very attractive, neither to other members nor to consumers. So you want the information to be as attractive, as concise, and as useful as possible for people to really understand your company and your product and what you offer in the simplest forms. One new thing that you have here as well is keywords. So you're able to add keywords and separate them with a semicolon. Sorry. Yeah. So for example, if you offer LGBTQ plus tours, if you offer nature tours, if you offer adventure tours, right? So you're able to add different keywords, and this is great because this is going to allow you to have more searchability on our website. If some of you have already started exploring our website, one of the really, really good new features is that you're able to search through the website. So we weren't able to do this before. So if you were looking for another member, you had to go to the location of where that member operates to be able to find the member profile. Now there's a search button that allows you to search for any member, that allows you to search for categories or keywords, and that gives you a new array of offer that wasn't as visible before. So this is going to allow your profile in general to have more visibility. Now let's go to categories. Categories is basically, some of these are going to be pre-built or not. So make sure that you select the correct one. So this is basically the type of company you are. In this case, Santi Tours is a travel advisor and consultant. So it should be under provider type. But here in the first category, you're going to see hotels or accommodation businesses, cruises, airlines, and all sorts of different types of membership categories. Make sure you select the correct one for you. And then on the subcategory, make sure you select also the correct subcategory for you. If you selected accommodations, for example, in the subcategories, you may see boutique hotel, you may see resort, you may see other different types of subcategories for hotels. The good thing is that we know that a lot of your businesses have several categories and aren't just one. So here you're able to add different categories as well, additional categories as well. So make sure you add those additional categories if they do apply to you. Then we're going to go to details. Details are mostly going to be pre-filled for you already, because these are drawn or based off of the information we have from your personal profile or your company profile. In this case, this is my address, or the address of Santi Tours. So this is going to be drawn from the membership information already. So you can make some edits, for example, on email, on website, but some of these are already going to be pre-filled for you. All right. Then we're going to go to website notifications. Make sure that you add your email there to be notified about any information regarding the website and your listing. And then you're going to see listing image. For now, ignore listing images, because we're just I'm just going to explain to you how to add images, because you don't add them directly to your to the listing section, but you add it at a different section. I'm going to teach you how right after this. So the last part you want to fill out to be able to save your listing is the location, right? Where you're located. So you're going to see a drop-down menu, and you're going to be able to find your continent and then your country. Some countries do have their state as well. So for example, if you go to South America and you go to Brazil, you're going to see the different states within Brazil. So make sure you select the correct state where your company is based or operates. And the last thing you want to fill out on the general section is the book now URL. So you have to, if you want people to be able to, that button in your listing that says book now, or, which basically takes the consumer or the other member directly to your booking website, or directly to your own profile or your own website. make sure you add your website there or your booking website in case you want them to find that directly. Make sure you add it to the general information on the bottom. Now, once all of this has been filled out, you are done. It is very simple. It's as simple as that. And the next thing you're going to do is click save. You make sure to click save, because if you don't, well, obviously the changes won't be saved. If you leave the website without saving, the changes also won't be saved. And different from the last website we had, or the last portal we had, once you click save, that is immediately going to submit for publishing, which submitting for publishing basically is it sends us, the membership team, a notification that you have submitted a listing and that we need to go through that listing to make sure it's approved to be published on the website. So the only thing you need to do to send us that, to submit your listing for approval, is clicking on save, right? So now we're going to go back and we're going to see that our listing has been saved. If you want to make sure the information is correct, you can preview, and that's going to show everything you added and included on your listing. Now, I told you that I was going to tell you how to add pictures, because you don't add pictures directly on your listing. To add pictures, you first have to go to collateral again, and you're going to see the media button underneath. Now you go to the media button, and that's where you're going to add all the pictures that you want to associate with your profile, so that you can add them for your listing, or for your events, or for your tours, or for your specials. So any media associated to your membership profile and your listing or your events, they will be added in this one or they will be concentrated in this one location called media. Okay. And there's some really, really good updates that we have here for you that we didn't have on our older website. And I'm going to show you exactly what they are. So you're going to click here on add new media button, because if you haven't added any media yet, you're going to see this is going to be empty. I have uploaded 4 different media options, but we're going to go and add media to show you how you do that from the beginning. So you're basically going to see this box that is called media information, that has different fields. The ones that are required, again, are the ones you have to fill out. You don't have to fill out description, it's not really necessary, but you do want to fill out this field called sort order, which is not required. It's basically, if it's for your listing, it allows the site to understand in what order you want your images to be shown. So if you have a specific order that you want your images to be shown, make sure you select an order, and you selected it in the order from 1 to 10, or from 1 to whatever picture you have. You can have as many pictures as you want on your profile. So there's not a limit capacity there. But if you have a top 3 that you want them to be seen first, you have to make sure that they are labeled 1, 2, and 3, right? So for the title, just select a simple title that'll make easy for you to identify that picture or that media. And then for the type, this is where it's different from our older website as well, because you're going to see 3 categories here: images, right? For images, we're going to just simply browse and select an image from our own desktop. In this case, I'm going to select this image, and it's going to preview right here. You see how quick that was? That is how fast our new website is. You don't have to wait anymore. Sometimes in the old website, it would take 30 seconds for images to upload. Now it's much, much quicker than that. And then if you want that image to be directly included in your listing, you can click on listings here, and you can select your listing. If this is an image that you specifically don't want on your listing because you're going to use it for an event, you don't have to select that, because it'll be added to your listing. So you simply leave it blank. But in this case, we want this picture to be added to our listing. So we are going to click on save. Oh, we have to add a title for it. All right, and we're going to click on save, and it's going to add our picture to our new media database, basically. All right, so now this picture has been added to our listing, media files, basically. So it is very simple, but let me show you how to upload different types of media. And this is what's exciting, is that now we have other opportunities for our listings, and that includes adding, for example, YouTube links, right? So we're going to go back to adding new media. We're going to see the information again that I just showed you, but instead of image, we're going to select YouTube, and we're going to select a YouTube link. In this case, I'm going to select this YouTube video that we have on our IGLTA profile, and we're going to paste the video link directly on the field that's there. I believe for now we are only allowed to paste YouTube links. So if you use other types of video platforms like Vimeo, you will not be able to add those yet. We only do YouTube for now. So make sure that you do create a YouTube account if you don't have it, and you have your videos stored in a different platform so that you are able to add them to your listing. All right, and let's just select a title for it, for the video. All right, and we'll save that video and it'll be added to our media files as well. All right, so as you're gonna see, that has been added here as LGBTQ resource. You're not gonna see a description because I didn't add one. If you do want to identify that for yourself and you want to make sure that you remember what it is that you included there, add the description. So because the links specifically, they don't get previewed on the media files here. All right, and the last thing I want to show you in how to add media is how to add a logo. Go back to media information to add a new media, and then select logo and browse from your files and select the logo that you want to add. All right, you're going to see that the logo has been added, and you can then go ahead and obviously select that you want to add it to your listing in this case, because the logo usually would be displayed on the listings. So make sure that you do select that you want to add it on your listing, and then click on save. You have to make sure that you do upload the logo and you select logo on the media file, or the media type, because if you don't identify the logo file as a logo media type, it's going to upload it like a regular image. And that means it's not going to show where the listings should typically display logos, but it's going to show your logo with the rest of your images. And that's not where we want to have our logo on our listing, right? That's not where it should be, because the logo would be displayed in other parts of the website, including the preview. When somebody searches for your company, including that preview image that people get, that first image, that image is usually associated to your logo. We know that in the new website, there's still some companies that are showing other images and not the logo. We're working to, homogenize all of that to make sure that it's all logos, but that's because some of the profiles don't have the logo associated to it. And we're working to update that because during the transition, obviously, there are some things that just, don't transfer correctly necessarily, or they're coming with a different tag from the older website. All right, so basically that's how you add media to your listing. So if you want to verify that that information has been added to your listing, we go back to listings, and we can click on preview, or we can click on edit, and we're going to see that in the section that is called listing image, we're going to find all the different images that have been associated. I had deselected these before, but as you could see, the ones that I uploaded this time, which is the logo, is active on its own. I didn't have to activate it from here. That means that once you associate it to your listing on the media section, that's already going to be automatically added to your listing, and you don't have to go back to do it. But if you want to double check, you can always go back and check all the images that you want displayed on your listing, and then click save. Every time you click save, you are submitting for publishing. That doesn't mean that we're getting a bunch of notifications. We're going to get one notification that is basically indicates that on a listing has been updated, and we can go in and approve that update for you. So we are doing approvals once a day, usually at the end of the day, Eastern time. So if you don't see your changes reflected right away, it's because we haven't yet approved it. But you can definitely visit your listing the next business day, and you're going to see that they have been approved and that they have been made to your listing. So this is basically all the information about listings. We can go to add events, tours, and specials now. But before I go into that, I want to solve any questions that we have regarding listings so we don't move from here right now. So are there any questions regarding listings? Have you explored this member portal now, and have you had any problems? Or are you or is it all good, and is the information clear? I see that Christina mentions that she doesn't have the option for listings on her profile. If you can send us an email, we can sort it out for you. That could be related to maybe you're not the main contact or an administrator contact for your membership profile. So we have to make sure that you are labeled as an administrator so that shows up for you. Or maybe your listing is deactivated for some reason. So we have to just go in and check. Every case could be different, so we can't give you a reason right now, but please do send us an email and we'll check that for you. The listings and information we had will be automatically transferred to this new portal. Yes, Juan, the listing information that you already had on your old listing has been automatically transferred into our new website. So you don't have to add it again, but you do want to go into this new member portal, go into the edit section or in the preview section, and just make sure that all the information is up to date. Make sure that information is correct. Make sure that the images that you are displaying are correctly displayed. Make sure that the logo that should be, that your logo is actually tagged as a logo and not as an image, so that it's not showing up with the rest of the images, and it shows up with where the logos should show up on your listing. So that is yes, but basically all the information has been transferred. All right, so I see nobody has any more questions about listings, so I'm going to move on to how to add an event or a tour, right? So let's go back to collateral, where we have our main menu to do any types of edits or additions, and we're going to select calendar of events. In calendar of events, we're going to see the same, a very similar menu that we had for the listings, and in this blue button, we're going to add a new event. All right, so basically it's very similar to adding a listing. You're going to fill out all the required information and any supplementary information that you see necessary, including title, obviously the title of your event, if it's a Pride event, if it's a private event, if it's whatever type of event it is, if it's a festival, a carnival, whatever it is that you are organizing, make sure that it is titled correctly and that you add a correct description and an attractive description. For event descriptions, we do try and make those a lot shorter than listing descriptions. Make sure that it is concise, make sure that it explains your event, and make sure that you can link anything on that description directly to the events website if that's what you would like. Make sure you fill out all the other required information, and also the non-required. Make sure you add a website, make sure you add an email so people can contact you about that event. If you want to add a phone number as well, you can do that there, and you can also add a link to your listing so that people can visit your listing on our IGLTA website directly from the event section as well. For rank, I want to explain this very well. So basically, rank is just if your event is a one-time event or a one-time tour, or if this is a tour that you do every year on the same dates, or that you do every 2 months or every month or every or there's some specific recurrence to it. Make sure you select that there. In this case, we're going to select a one-time event, and then the next very important part that you want to select is in the calendar field. because this is going to be the part where it shows up on our website. So if this is a regular event, we'll add it as event. If this is a festival that happens in your city and you want to add that, you put festival. If this is a specific LGBTQ plus Pride event, make sure you select the Gay Pride calendar. If this is an industry event, actually, well, this is editable by you actually, but industry events, that calendar in our site that you see, that's the events or the industry events, the travel and tourism events that IGLTA attends. And the last one that is important for you is the tours, and especially if you're a tour operator, and there's several tour operators here on the call with us, or if you're a travel agent that does group travel as well, and you want to publish this this tour on our website to get other people interested in attending, to to sell it out through our website, make sure you add it as tours as well. So in this case, let's add a tour. We're going to select tour in there, and we're going to click the subcategory tour. Make sure you do fill these required fields, right? All right, and you can also, the host organization name is basically the organizer of the event or the tour. In this case, it's probably your own company, but it could be somebody else, right? Because if you are adding the Pride Festival for your city, but you're not the actual city, but you just want people to be able to get the attraction to your city because you want to promote your city and your hotel in the city, for example, you could also do that and add Pride festivals, even if you're not a CVB or if you're not a destination. Make sure you add where the event is being held, the address, the location, the city. This is not all required, but if, for example, there's a specific city for your event, make sure you add that in the state or the province so that people can have a geographical reference to it. Now, in event dates, we're going to see that you're going to fill out a start date. When does the event start? And what time does the event start, or what time does it end, right? So one thing that you're not going to see here yet, and this is something that we're adding or we are fixing, is an end date for your event. So basically, if, for example, if your tour lasts 3, 4, 5 days, and it starts on December 19th and ends on December 24th, well, you're not going to be able to add the end date yet. We're including that soon, so it'll be updated, and you'll be able to add your tours with the end times. But for now, even if you don't have an end time, you can still add your tour. Don't let that deter you from adding your tours today, because the earlier you add your tours for 2023, the more visibility they're going to have, especially right now, because we're doing a lot of, our new website is being promoted out there. And so you do want to have that visibility now. So you don't have to add the end. You can edit the end date later, but for now you can just select the start date of your tour, and in the description, just make sure that you do add the exact dates for your tour, and you also add the amount of days that it lasts. Now, in this case, because it's a tour, we're probably not going to have a recurrence for it because it will change every year or every month. But if this were an event that happened every year in the same month or in the same dates, you can definitely add recurrence, and you can add yearly recurrence, and then you can set up that for your event so that you don't have to add a new event every year or every month if you know that your event is happening on a constant recurrence. And of course, there's a custom button, so you can add custom recurrence as well. And that's also really good, because there are festivals that change dates every year, but they happen every year nonetheless. So that allows you to add festivals like this without having to add them from scratch on your profile. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is that for the image gallery for your event, you will be adding it directly on here. You don't have to add it on the media section, but you will add it directly on the image gallery section on your event. And basically that you will then select the location where the event will take place or where the tour will take place, and you click save. And when you click save, you will I have to fill it out. All right. All right. Title. And you have to add at least one image to your event. You cannot add events without images because you need to, they will be featured on our website and they cannot be featured without a picture. All right, so now I added a picture, I added a start date, I added all the required fields. So I'm going to go ahead and save. All right, so now you're going to see that you have a new event that has been added. You get an event ID, and this event has now officially been sent for approval to the membership team. So you can again check the status of your event and if it's been published on the next business day. All right. All right, that's very simple. Anybody has questions on how to add an event or a tour? All right. Wait, let me see. I have to see some questions. We have met in Milan in October. What about quality marriage planners such as me working in Italy? Rosalie, what do you mean an equality marriage planner? So you're a wedding planner and you want or I really don't understand the question. If you want, you can unmute yourself and you can tell us more about that question. But for now, I can also answer Burku's question. Where are the events we upload going to be displayed? That's a great question, Burku. All right, so you're going to go to our new website, IGLTA.org. I mean, it's the same link, but it's the upgraded website. And you're going to see all the different links that we used to have on the other website as well, but these ones are placed a little differently here. So you're going to see one called Plan Your Trip. That's going to give you different options. You're going to see one called Destinations, things to do, and then you're going to see one called Events. This is where you're going to get all the events displayed. So you're going to click on Events, and it'll display all the different events that we have so far or that have been added. And you can select the different, if it's a Pride event, it's going to display here on the Pride calendar. If it's a festival, it's going to display here in festival and annual events. And if it's a tour, it's going to show up here on tour operators, or also if you click on tours directly from the tab over on the top. And that's going to display all the different tours that are published on our website for by our members, for our members and for our consumers. All right, so I think that it looks so much better. I'm not sure if you notice the improvement, but this is so much better. It looks so much easier to explore. It's also easier to search. You can also search for different if they're happening for the weekend, the month. You can select some specific dates, or if you're traveling to a specific location on a specific date, you can select that and see if there are any IGLTA tours that are published for those dates in the location that you're interested in traveling to. So it just allows so much more possibilities for people to find your events and for people to interact with your events than our old websites allowed. All right, so that's where it basically shows up. And now let's go back to Rosalie's question, because yes, you are a wedding planner. But what do you mean, Rosalie, by an equality marriage planner? Like what is it exactly that you would like to post on our website? Because I don't, is it if it's as a wedding planner, you can simply have a listing that specifies that you are a wedding planner, as Austin is saying on the chat right there. So you can include all the information. You can link directly to your website. You can upload pictures of previous weddings that you have planned and make it really attractive. Yeah, if you want, for example, to add, if you want to add any specific wedding planning industry events, if that's also something that you're relating your question to, you can also do that, but you have to send it to us directly, because you cannot edit the industry event portal yourself, but if you think that there's an event, an industry event that is very important for the community, to the IGLTA community to know, you can definitely suggest that to us via an email. And again, as Austin mentioned here on the chat, you can also upload a special offer. If you're giving a discount to any LGBTQ plus couple that is getting married, and you want to make sure that they have knowledge of that discount, if it's a 15% discount on your services, or if it's any other type of discount, you can add it as a special. And we're about to check out how to add specials. So you're going to go back to collateral. You're going to see that the only button that we have not explored so far is the one that says special offers. This is the new section where you're going to add all the different specials from your for your membership or for your profile, right? So what are specials? Specials are any type of discounts or offers that you want to offer our consumer community, right? Or that you want to offer the membership community as well, right? So if it's a discount directly for consumers, you can add it here. If it's if you're a hotel and you're doing a package planned for the weekend that includes a special nightly rate with special features or special amenities for experiences for the weekend, you can add it there. Or if it's a tour and you're giving the IGLTA community a special discount, you can add it as an offer as well. Or if you're doing anything for Christmas specials, New Year's specials, Black Friday specials, anything that you really want to highlight in terms of offers or specials, you can add them to offers here. And they're also going to display in a specific part of our website that I'm going to show you in a bit. So basically, this looks very similar to what we just saw for events. So you're going to give it a title, you're going to give it a text, you're going to give it a direct link for people to book directly with you, or wherever your booking platform would be for that offer. You're going to select some images. So here you don't select the images directly, or you don't add the images directly on this section, but you have to go to media, add the images that you want to add to your offer, and then you select the images that you want to activate on your offer according to the ones that you uploaded on your media section. Okay, so you have to upload the special for your offers and specials. Any type of picture that you want to add to it, you have to do it on from the media box. Okay, and then you just add the dates. If there's a specific dates where these people or where the consumers are allowed to redeem the offer, then you have to add it here. And what's most exciting here is that you are able to tell the platform when this offer can be posted. If it's going to be posted from if it's an end of the year offer, but you're only going to be offering it during the month of December, then you can select start in December 1st and end on December 31st. And that is great because it'll be automatically taken down once once your offer ends, and that just saves you a lot of trouble as well. Then you select the category, which it's only one really to select from, but you still have to select it here, and it's travel specials. And then the listing that you want to associate your special with, so that it shows up on your listing as well. Remember that any special that you select or that you add to your membership profile will appear on your listing if you add it, but you have to make sure you select it here. You select your listing here so that it shows up on your listing. And once we have that, once you have that that filled out, and you have selected the images, the title, the text, and the post dates, you just click on save. And again, this is going to send, as soon as you click on save, it's going to send it for approval to our team. All right, so it's a simple, and last thing is, where does that show up on the website? It's going to show up on Plan Your Trip specials. So it's one of the first things that our travelers get to see on our website. So make sure that you do add specials, because this is a great way to attract people to your profile, to your website, and to your products or offers. So basically that's it. As you can see, it is very simple. It is very easy to use. It is very user-friendly, and it's also very intuitive. And it's definitely a huge upgrade from the possibilities that we had before on our former website, and it just allows so much more dynamism. It allows you to not get frustrated with our website and actually go in and make the changes that you need to make, and it just makes all of these much easier. Are there any questions or any comments that you have, or are you if you're waiting for an unresolved inquiry, if we haven't solved it, let us know now so that we can all be aware. Or if you have a specific question, just let us know. I am going to share a file that explains step by step all of what I have just explained to you by video, but we are going to send you this recording anyway in case you ever have to refer back to it. But I am also going to attach a file here that explains step by step everything that you need to know to add a listing, update a listing, add an event or a tour. All right, I am uploading it now, so you should see it on the chat. Can you see it on the chat? All right, awesome. So no one has any questions? All right, I think that's good news. That means that it was clear, and that it seems like it's a very straightforward platform. There's not going to be a lot of issues with you using it. So that's really good.
Well, Santi, on behalf of all the members who joined us, thanks for that very thorough training and discussion. And I know the members are going to find it really useful. So thanks everyone for joining.
Yes, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being so committed to IGLTA. We hope to see you in other Members Connect, and we take this opportunity to also say happy holidays, Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, and happy end of the year, happy New Year as well. We won't get to see each other on a new Members Connect until January, so this is definitely the opportunity to tell all of you, have a wonderful holiday season.
Santi, thanks everyone. Bye.
Thank you, Santi.